I live and work in the city now. Just before Thanksgiving, I go to the supermarket and buy a turkey all wrapped in plastic. It's not much like the Thanksgivings I remember when I was growing up in a little town in Nebraska in the 40s. Dad would drive out to a nearby farm, and my grandmother would have the farmer chase the turkeys around the yard a little, and she'd give them the once-over and somehow choose the best one. There would be a lot of squawking and flying feathers, and we'd wrap it in newspaper and take it home. I remember those Thanksgivings, with the cranberries, creamed onions, squash, and dressing. And one special one, when I found out what Thanksgiving really meant. This is the house we lived in then.
Thought somebody left you $1 million.
This is worth more than money to me. Oh, look at it.
Sure looks like Roy Rogers.
All dressed up in his fancy duds.
Look at Trigger. Isn't Trigger nifty, Dad?
Roy Rogers, king of the cowboys. Trigger, smartest horse in the movies.
Well, sit down and eat your breakfast.
I'm going to put this on my bedroom wall where I can look at it every night before I go to sleep and every morning when I wake up.
Grandmother's bedroom, too. Maybe she doesn't want that cowboy on her wall.
Oh, I don't mind. I like Roy Rogers movies. They always have a happy ending.
He always spoils everything by gushing over Dale Evans.
That's what I call a happy ending.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Mostly bills, as usual. Well, I'm going over to Elkhart and get some nails.
What you going way over there for?
I got stuff a lot cheaper over there. You'll see, it'll cost a lot less to heat this house once I insulate that attic.
Dad, can I go? Can you drop me and my bike at the gas station?
Please.
Please, I need air in my tires.
Well, you ride over and get air at the gas station in town. I got a long day's work to do.
I can't. It'll ruin the tires. They're flat. And I need my bike this afternoon. Carson and me got to get our stuff for our Thanksgiving bouquets.
James, will you pick up a few quart of cranberries for me, please?
Cranberries? Isn't it a little early?
Early? Thanksgiving's on Thursday. If I wait any longer, they'll all be gone, all the good ones. That's what happened last year.
Well, look, if I run everybody else's errands, I'll never get the attic finished.
James, last year the second shipment never got here from Cape Cod. Now it'll only take you a minute.
Dad, can I please put my bike in the trunk?
All right, okay. How many quarts of cranberries do you want?
Well, 4. No, make it 6. By the time I pick them over, it'll only amount to 4.
All right, Mother, I'll get them. Everybody's driving me crazy. Hey, don't touch that. You can't lift it. I'll do it. Do everybody's errands. You have time to get up to the barber shop and get my hair cut today.
Are you going to get your mustache shaved off?
I don't know why you keep worrying about my mustache.
Funny. We should shave it off.
I kind of like it.
Looks icky. Makes you look old.
I am old.
Oh, Dad.
better get some gas so you can get your tires pumped up.
Oh, Sam.
Hi, Miss Laura.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Addie.
I need more of my car.
Oh, Mr. Wills.
Oh, Sam, I think I'm going to need about a foot's worth.
I'm getting stuff for my Thanksgiving.
Hey! Why don't you watch where you're going? You backed into me.
License taken away. Oh, you, is it?
Yeah, it's me, all right.
Well, you saw me. Why don't you put your foot on the brake? Why don't you know where the brake is?
What are you hollering about? Nothing's hurt.
People who don't know how to drive shouldn't be driving.
I know how to drive better than you know how to dig a pond.
Why?
Yeah, come on,
Give me a buck worth of
come on,
gas.
come on, fill me up first. I was here first. My money's just as good as his is.
Yeah, I'd have more if you pay your bills.
What'd I pay you for, a pond that leaks?
That's your fault. You told me where to dig it.
I ain't gonna pay you because the pond's no good.
No good because you put it in the wrong place. I warned you there was no clay there.
There's plenty of clay there. The job's no good.
Damn it, Rehnquist. I have a good mind to take you to court and sue the pants off you.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. I'll have plenty to tell that judge.
Yeah. I'd take a poke at you right now.
Yeah, come on, go ahead, buddy. Just try it. Just try it.
Here's your dollar. Watch your step from now on. You could have shoved me through the windshield.
Yeah, hurt the windshield, not you. It hurt that hard head of yours.
I waited for 2 years for that money, and I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna wait much longer.
Sue me. We'll see who's right, who's wrong.
I'll figure out a way to make you pay me, you old miser.
I'll never pay you, buddy, not in this life.
So that's old man Rehnquist. I always wondered what he looked like.
Take an old goat.
Didn't he pay you anything for digging the pond?
Half when I started. Never paid me the other half.
Why not?
Because it leaks, as I told you. Talking to a stone wall. He's as stubborn as a mule.
It's not fair not to pay you. You did the work.
Yeah.
Where does he live?
At the end of old Sawyer Road, out in the middle of nowhere. Lives like a hermit.
A hermit? You mean he lives in a cave or a hut?
No, it's a rundown old farm. Won't let anyone come near him. Won't even talk to anyone.
Oh, and he's a misanthrope.
A what?
Misanthrope. You learned that vocabulary. It's a word for a person who hates people.
He hates people, all right. Here he keeps a shotgun with him to chase him away.
Think he'd ever really shoot a person?
Sure. We'll take a chance with that guy.
Why are we riding way out here? I know where there's some great cattails. They all look the same. What's the difference? I'm not supposed to ride out this far. Oh, come on, Corsu. What's got 4 wheels and flies? Oh, a garbage truck. Everybody knows that one. At least ask me a hard one. Okay, which is heavier, a pound of gold or a pound of feathers? A pound of gold, naturally. Neither. A pound is a pound the world round, no matter what it consists of. Did you hear the one about the 3 eggs? 3 eggs? Too bad. Oh. What word is pronounced wrong by the best scholars? I give up. W-R-O-N-G, wrong. Dodo. Hey, there's some cattails. Told ya. How many soft-boiled eggs could a giant eat on an empty stomach? Give up? 1. After which your stomach would no longer be empty. Did you hear the one about the bed? It wasn't made up yet. What's the best material for kites? Fly paper. Right. What did the mother turkey say to the baby turkey? What? Shame on you, you bad little turkey. If your father saw what you did, he'd roll over in his gravy. That's right. I remember. Okay. What did one kangaroo say to the other? Ow. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do. Isn't it terrible when the children have to play inside? Yeah. All right. A guy came into a restaurant and he said to the waiter, do you serve crabs? And he said, sit down, sir. We serve anybody. Hi there. Here comes that creepy Billy Wilde showing off. His horse looks a lot like our Roger's horse, doesn't it? No, it's gray. Trigger's a palomino. I mean, its hair looks like Trigger's hair. Yeah, well, a horse doesn't have hair, you dodo. A horse has a mane. He's really cute. Shh. Honestly. Hi.
What are you doing?
That's for us to know and you to find out.
Want a horseback ride, Cora Sue?
No, thanks.
Why not?
I'm afraid of horses. Afraid of him? Oh, I think he's nifty. Horse is the niftiest animal in the whole world.
Come on, Cora Sue. Try it once. I'll hold on to you.
Uh-uh.
You want to ride, Addie?
Should I get off and let me ride myself?
Nope,
Why not?
because you're a girl and you might fall off.
No, thank you. I do not want to ride. Come on, Corso. Let's get at it. He's really cute. Cute? He's a dodo, and he always will be. He offered us a ride. Sure, because he wants to put his arms around us and squeeze us. Yeah. Addie, where are we going? This isn't the way back to town. Just want to go a little bit further. There's something I want to see. I've got to be home soon. I've got to help with supper. It'll only take a minute, but I've never been this far. Don't be scared. I'm with you. Come on. Addie! Whose house is that? Old Man Rehnquist. Old Man Rehnquist? We can't go in there. Who says? Oh, the kids say he's so mean. I'm scared. Oh, don't be so chicken. What can he do to us? I don't want to go in there. We'll jump on our bikes and beat it if he comes out with a shotgun. Shotgun? Hi. Isn't she beautiful? Hey, she likes me. Wonder what her name is. Too bad she can't talk. I know. I'll give you a name. Her name is Marble Cake. Marble Cake? Yeah, because of her color. Chocolate and vanilla like my grandma's cake. Say hello to her. Hello, Marble Cake. Addie, let's go. Hey, she likes her name. That's Cora Sue. I'm Addie. And you're Marble Cake, understand? Addie, let's get out of here. She needs a good grooming, though. Look at that. Voila. How do you like it? It's too skimpy. It's not skimpy, it's artistic. That's the way they do it in France. I saw it in a flower arranging book. Well, I think it should be 100% American. That's not an arrangement. That's just a big, huge bunch of flowers. If I arrange it, that makes it an arrangement. Now, look, we almost got killed getting this stuff, so let's do it right. Do you think Mr. Rehnquist had bullets in that gun? Sure. And if he knew I was James Mills' daughter, he would have shot me through the heart. He and Dad are having a terrible feud, like the hillbillies in the mountains. Why? Well, my father dug out a pond for him, and Mr. Rehnquist only paid up half the money because he said the pond leaked. Oh. So now they're deadly enemies. Well, I'm never going there again. I am. Why? To see marble cake.
You'd risk your life to see a horse?
Sure.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard of.
She liked me.
Well, I'm not going with you, so don't even ask me.
I wasn't planning to, and besides, if he shot at you, he'd probably have to take off the tip of your finger or something.
I don't want him to take off the tip of my finger or anything.
Anyway, I'm the one he's really after. There.
Well, I still think we should use everything.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Yes, Teddy, I think it's fine to be thankful that your dog got well. And we should all take good care of our pets. All right, Michael, what are you going to give thanks for this Thanksgiving?
Our new car. It's a DeSoto Deluxe two-tone fluid drive with white wall tires.
Tanya?
This Thanksgiving, I'm going to give thanks to the fact that I'm the only person chosen to do a tap dance solo at the dancing school recital.
Class. Congratulations, Tanya. You must be a splendid tap dancer.
For my new baby sister. She's only 6 weeks old and already holds up her head. She's going to look just like me.
That's very nice. We should all be thankful for our sisters and brothers and for all our families. Addie.
I hope that whoever bought the house across the street would have a girl my age. And they did. So I'm giving thanks for my new best friend, Cora Sue.
Very good, Addie. Susan?
I just lost my Addie Pearl necklace. And if I find it, I'm going to give thanks for that. But if you don't find it, then she'll be thankful she only had 2 pearls on it when she lost it.
Miss Thompson, what are you going to be thankful for?
Oh, I have a great many things to be thankful for this year. But right at the top of my list is this class. The nicest, smartest, most interesting class I've ever had. Yay! All right, let's open our English books to page 52. I'm going to read you a poem, and I want you to listen carefully because I'm going to ask you about it afterwards. Thanksgiving, a poem by Catherine Berry. The splendor of the harvest fills the coffers of the land, and grateful hearts give thanks for all the bounty from God's hand. But let us hold this thought before November days depart. Not just for now, Thanksgiving is a season of the heart. Do you like the poem, class? Yes. Let's read the last 2 lines aloud. Not just for now, Thanksgiving is a season of the heart. What do you think the poet means? Tanya?
When you're happy, your heart feels like summer. And when you're sad, it feels like winter.
Susan?
That your heart feels good on Thanksgiving?
Well, yes, but that's not exactly the point. Addie?
It means we should be thankful every day and not just on Thanksgiving.
Right.
Addie is right. The Pilgrims set aside that one day to celebrate, but there must have been many other times when they were thankful.
When they landed at Plymouth Rock, and when they found out the Indians were friendly.
Well, some of the Indians were their enemies at first. When the Pilgrims explored Cape Cod, the Indians shot arrows at them. And in order to turn them into friends, the Pilgrims invited them to their Thanksgiving feast. So you see, Thanksgiving symbolizes friendship, too.
You mean we should invite our enemies to Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, it could be a way of turning them into friends. Now, who can tell me what all the bounty from God's hand means? Billy?
It means when they came there.
What do you think, James? Should I get 1 big turkey or 2 smaller ones?
Up to you, Mother.
Small ones taste better, but I don't know. If I get 2, we'll be eating turkey hash for a week.
Who's coming?
You know who's coming, Addie. Uncle Will and Aunt Nora and little Henry.
Little Henry, yuck.
Now, stop that. He's your own flesh and blood.
Can't we have people who aren't related to us? Like when the Pilgrims invited the Indians?
Afraid we don't know any Indians.
I mean, we could invite an enemy and make him into a friend.
We don't have any enemies, Addie.
Dad does.
Who's that?
Well, maybe he wouldn't be your enemy if we invited him to Thanksgiving dinner.
Who?
Mr. Rehnquist.
Where'd you get a damn fool idea like that? I wouldn't even invite him into my yard, let alone my house.
But Miss Thompson said that Thanksgiving symbolizes friendship, and I just thought that if
Well, think again, young lady, before you come out with a damn fool idea
Change
like
your
that.
language.
Miss Thompson...
I don't give a damn what Miss
James.
Thompson said. Look, that man has cheated me out of hard-earned cash, and my daughter wants to invite him into this house for dinner.
But Miss Thompson said...
Tell Miss Thompson to have him for dinner. Boiled. And don't ever mention that name Rehnquist to me again. I don't want to play anymore.
Shut up.
Finish your vocabulary lists at home tonight and remember to write clearly, and then we'll go over them tomorrow. All right, let's rehearse the radio play. Winnie, if you're going to be absent again next week, you've got to remember to bring me a note, all right? Don't forget. Okay, let's get in line. Remember to speak loud and clear, and don't rustle your papers too much, or it'll disturb the listening audience. Joseph is the director. Joseph, do you have your sound effects ready?
Yes, Miss Thompson.
Anytime you want to begin.
From the heart of the busy metropolis of Clear River, Nebraska, crossroads of the world, we bring you great moments in history. Today, the first Thanksgiving. The year is 1620. The place, somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, this Mayflower is a terrible ship. I've been seasick for months. Where's your husband, Mrs. Carver? The deacon is over by the rail, praying for land.
Land ho!
His prayers have been answered. Oh, look, what a beautiful cape, and what a lot of cod there are in the water. Why don't we call it Cape Cod? Husband, how can we get ashore without getting wet?
We can step out on that rock there. It looks pretty solid.
I think we should call it Plymouth Rock, after us, the Plymouth Company.
Look, some of the natives have come to greet us.
Greetings. My name is Squanto. I learned your language from your English brothers who came here many moons ago. I will help you to plant corn and catch fish and trap beaver.
We were afraid the Indians would be our enemies.
I will show you how to make them your friends.
1 year later. Wife, it is a year since we landed at Plymouth Rock. Our crops are bountiful. I think we should have a harvest festival.
Good husband, we women will bake cornbread and make puddings. We'll roast some ducks and have shellfish and wild berries. And let's play some of our games from England.
And we will give thanks to God.
I think we should call it Thanksgiving.
Good idea, Betsy. And I think we should invite Squanto and all the other Indians. Now I must go and shoot some turkeys. A few days later, let us drink to Squanto and our other Indian friends and hope that this Thanksgiving will be celebrated for years to come and always be a symbol of friendship to the world. Tune in again next month for another exciting chapter from Great Moments in History.
Well, I think it's wonderful, and I think the Assembly's going to like it very much. Now let's get to work on the mural, or it's not going to be finished in time. And the rest of you can finish your drawings.
You do the women and kids, and we'll do the men and the Indians.
Why?
Because you're a girl.
Why do we have to do the women and the kids? Because we're girls. We want to do the Indians. Oh, Eddie, I don't care. Well, I do. If you're going to divide it up that way, why don't you get an Indian to paint Indian and a turkey to paint the turkey?
He's always trying to start arguments.
Always trying to do boys' things.
Painting Indians isn't a boy's thing. It's a painter's thing.
You four better get busy.
We're having a discussion about who paints what.
Well, why don't you just divide the mural in half, and 2 of you paint one side of it, and 2 of you paint the other side?
Okay. We'll take this side. Let's do the chief. All right. Who's coming to your house for Thanksgiving dinner?
Nobody.
Huh?
We're all going over to my aunt's house. She's having the whole family.
Great, then she won't mind one more.
Who?
I just got a great idea. You invite Mr. Rehnquist.
Are you stark raving mad?
You know what Miss Thompson said about making enemies into friends by inviting them to Thanksgiving dinner?
He's not my enemy. He's yours. Why don't you invite him to your house?
I asked my father. He won't let him come, so you have to.
There are already 19 people coming.
Great, then nobody will notice him.
Forget it. There won't be enough chairs.
Please, he'll bring his own.
Absolutely not.
There's only one alternative then. We bring Thanksgiving dinner up there to him.
You crazy. The only reason you want to go there is to see that horse anyway.
Don't be ridiculous.
And besides, where are you going to get the food?
Swipe it, some from the kitchen and some off my own plate.
What if your family catches you?
They won't. Will you come with me, please?
I can't. I have to help clear up.
But what about afterwards?
My cousins are coming from Omaha. I can't run out on them.
Just think how pleased he'll be when we knock on his door with a delicious dinner.
Me knock on his door? Not in a million years.
You don't even have to come up on the porch. Just help me carry the food. I exaggerated the other day. He'd never really shoot us.
How do you know he won't shoot us?
When we get there, you can hide behind a tree.
Mm-mm.
You can test your courage.
I don't have any.
Oh, you're my best friend, aren't you?
Sure I am,
Then
but
you can test your friendship. You're a real pal. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Faithful friends through thick and thin. If we lose or if we win, signed in blood and sealed with spit, our loyalty will never quit. Crush our heart and hope to die. Stick a needle.
Perhaps I can do that for you later on, all right?
My. This dressing is just delicious. Nobody can make chestnut dressing like your mother.
Oh, thank you, Nora. Same old dressing we had last year.
Well, would you give Will some of that same old dressing? I declare, Will never eats like this at home. You know, he never has time. Do you know that this is the first dinner that he hasn't been called away from for months, isn't it, Will?
That's right.
I don't know why it is. People always seem to get sick at mealtime. And babies always get born in the middle of the night. It seems like Will never gets a whole night's sleep.
what time was I born, Daddy?
3:14 a.m. That was one night neither of us got any sleep.
Addie was born at high noon.
Oh, I remember. First time I saw her in Helen's arms. The sun was streaking across the bed, and Addie had her eyes all squinched up, and she was howling. Well, for a howling baby, she's looking mighty pretty today.
See, what did I tell you? She had a fit about wearing that dress.
Why, that's a lovely dress.
No pockets in it, she said. Why do you have to have a dress with pockets in it, I said. And Henry's looking mighty handsome today.
Oh, that is Henry's new suit. He picked it out himself, and he just loves that suit. He's so proud of it.
Charcoal gray, that's beautiful.
Goodness. Child has no
there,
turkey.
there.
Give her some more turkey, James.
Oh, what'll it be this time, Addie?
White meat, please.
Heard Carl Houseman bought that 200 acres out near the Winfrey farm.
Yeah? What'd he pay for it?
Oh, over 200 an acre, I heard.
You know, he could have picked that up for $40 an acre a couple of years ago.
Careful how things keep going on.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Bob Carey's put his hardware store up for sale, wants to move to Omaha.
What for?
Says that he thinks that he can meet an eligible woman better in the city. It's hard for a widower in this town, as you very well know, James.
Oh, Nora.
Never thought about it.
Of course, Bob does want to marry again.
Nora?
Why doesn't Bob stay here and marry the Winfrey girl?
The Winfrey girl? She's as old as I am. I went to school with her. What a witch.
James.
I said which.
Oh, dear, we're all out of muffins. I knew I should have baked a double batch. Who'll have the last muffin? No? James.
No, thank you, Mother.
Put it down near your father, Addie. He'll change his mind.
You know, I don't know how you do this cranberry sauce. I use the same recipe and does not taste like this.
Oh, it's more a relish than the sauce. Lots grated orange rind.
Well, I do that, but it doesn't taste the same.
Well, you sure you add half a cup of orange juice for every quart of berries?
Yes, I do that.
Well, anything more for anyone?
Not me, I'm full.
Oh.
I haven't even got room for dessert.
Will, don't you say that. I baked your favorite apple pie.
And I baked pumpkin.
Have both.
Well, everybody finished then?
Wait a minute, Grandma. You promised I could do all the clearing away, remember?
Oh, yes, Addie, that's very sweet of you.
I'll help you, Addie. That's okay, Henry. I'll do it myself. I don't mind.
Now, that's very nice of Henry.
Wait, now, Henry, I think you better take your coat off because you don't want to get it all dirty.
All right, Mama. Wait a minute, Addie. I want to help. I want to do it alone.
Addie, Henry would be very glad to help. Why should you do it all?
Oh, yeah. Well, they should have had a shipwreck out of that.
What are you doing with all that food? What food? I saw what you were doing. If you saw me, then what are you asking me for, you little pest?
What do they call them? Three girls. Oh, they've got
Why are you stealing all that food? Why can't you just ask your grandmother for it? Why can't you just shut up?
Oh, a turkey, yeah. You want to carry that? There you go. Oh, Addie, that's a heavy line.
Did you pass the green onions too?
That too? Addie, now, can you handle that all by yourself? I guess she's going to do it.
Damn it, Marshall, what are you doing? Don't swear at me. I'll tell my mother on you. Stupid little dodo. I needed that fight. You call me one more name and I'll tell my mother you're stealing food. I dare you. How would you like a fat lip? Mama! Henry! Yes? Come here a minute. Excuse me. Yeah? I've thought it over. Well? I'd rather give you 3 black eyes. I know, but you can't. So what will you give me? And what do you want? That raccoon tail on your bike. Fat chance, that cost me 8 weeks' allowance. That's what I want. Absolutely not. Mama!
Yes?
Hold it. Come here. Give you the streamers off my handlebars.
Nope. I want that raccoon tail.
How about my collection of Aggies?
Uh-uh. Okay, yes or no? Make up your mind.
Okay, you win. Judas.
You're not getting your coat dirty, are you, Henry?
No, it's hanging up in the kitchen. Guess what, Mama? Addie's gonna give me her raccoon tails for my bike.
Well, now, isn't that sweet of her? Yeah. I'm so glad the children get along well together.
Yes.
He won't even see you. Daddy, don't leave me alone. Something awful's gonna happen. Wait!
Get out of here. Come on, get off my porch. You hear what I said? Come on, get out of here.
Go on and shoot me, I dare you. I'm not afraid of you, you misanthrope.
What? Law's on my side. Law says people are to keep off my property.
We're not hurting your darn old property.
You hear what I said? Come on, both of you, get out of here.
Hurry up and shoot me, because I'm about to drop your dinner.
What dinner?
We brought you a Thanksgiving feast. I knew you wouldn't make yourself a turkey, so I brought you some of ours. And candied sweet potatoes and cranberry sauce. And 2 pieces of pie. 1 pumpkin and 1 apple.
What are you bringing me dinner for?
We're celebrating the spirit of Thanksgiving, like the Pilgrims did with the Indians. We're the Pilgrims and you're the Indian.
You tell your folks I don't need no charity.
My folks, are you kidding? If my father knew I was here, he'd probably shoot me. He says you're a mean old hermit who won't pay him.
Who's your father?
He dug out your pond.
You're Jim Mills' kid?
Uh-huh. And I had to steal the suit practically out of my father's mouth, didn't I, Corso? Mm-hmm. Now that I've gone to all the trouble, the least you could do is eat it.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Come on back here, you two of you. What do you think you're doing? Here, come on, hands off there.
Do you play the accordion, Mr. Rehnquist?
No. What are you taking your coat up for? I didn't ask you to stay.
Well, we want to serve you your dinner.
Well, I'll eat it later.
If you don't eat it now, it'll be ice cold.
Come on, hands off. What do you kids think you're doing here?
Get him a plate. Me? Where do you keep your china, Mr. Rehnquist?
What china?
There's some. Go get it.
Come on, hands off there.
If you don't have a plate, how are you going to eat your dinner? Go on and get some silverware, too. I didn't know whether you liked dark or white, so I brought both. Sit down.
What's that?
Creamed onions. They're delicious. You better get yourself a napkin, Mr. Rehnquist.
I ain't got any napkins.
Not even paper?
No.
Well, this'll have to do.
Come on, hands off there. Bossy kid. I don't like bossy kids.
How is it, Mr. Rehnquist?
Not bad.
Have some of this. This is my grandma's famous chestnut dressing.
Well, not bad.
Sorry I don't have any gravy. My little pest of a cousin spilled it.
Yeah, not bad.
You know, there's not one store-bought thing in this whole dinner. I helped my grandma make that cranberry sauce. I grated the orange rind in it.
I know. I had it before. My wife used to make it.
Does it taste of oranges?
Your grandma's almost as good at making cranberry sauce as my wife was. What's this?
No, don't eat that. That's from Rubble Cake.
Who?
Your horse.
What do you know about my horse?
We saw her.
Yeah, when was that?
The other day when we were here.
You the two kids I caught sneaking around my barn the other day?
We had to sneak because we were afraid of you. We're not afraid of you now, though, are we?
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't be so sure. I may still shoot you.
Have some sweet potatoes, Mr. Rehnquist. My Aunt Nora made those. Not bad, huh?
Next time I catch you kids sneaking around my barn, I will shoot you.
We have no intention of sneaking. We'll just come to your front door and knock, now that we're friends.
You stay away from my front door. Who says we're friends?
Well, we are, aren't we? We brought you this terrific dinner, didn't we?
Yeah. Why?
Well, because.
Because why?
Tell them again, Addie. You know about the spirit of Thanksgiving.
Now, look, I'm a pretty smart old gink, so don't you fool around with me, sister. You tell me the truth.
I told you, it's the spirit of Thanksgiving. And I was worried about your horse.
You worried about Treasure?
Treasure? Is that her name? Isn't that the niftiest name?
What were you worried about Treasure for?
She's in awful condition. She's too fat. Someone ought to exercise her.
Yeah. I used to ride her when I had cows up to the north pasture, but I don't have cows anymore, so she don't get rid.
Well, someone ought to.
Yeah,
Someone ought to take care of her, too. Her coat's in terrible shape.
that's so.
And did you know that some people who have horses that need exercise actually pay to have someone ride them?
Did you know that some people who have horses actually get paid for letting people ride them?
It seems all backwards to me. But I tell you, I'd be willing to exercise her for a fair trade in tadpoles and a turtle or two out of your stream. It seems to me that you'd be getting the better part of the deal, if you want to know the truth.
You know, hold on there, not so fast. You know, turtles cost money. They get as high as 10 cents a piece for them down to the dime store.
Yeah, that's because they have paintings on their backs. Yours are just plain ones.
Why don't you get that father of yours to buy my horse? Then you can exercise her any time you want.
My father won't buy me a horse. He won't even let me ride one.
Your father won't let you ride a horse? Okay.
Okay, what?
You got yourself a deal.
Honest?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah?
Can I come in and warm up? It's freezing outside.
Yeah, come on. Hurry up. Don't let all the heat out.
You do play your accordion, don't you?
No.
I heard you.
Yeah. Hands off.
I wasn't even touching it.
Yeah, well, don't.
Will you play it for me?
No.
You don't have to be so rude about it. How do you like it?
Yeah. Not bad.
Now I'm going to draw a picture of you.
No, you ain't.
Why not?
Come on, go on home.
Just let me draw your picture.
Stop that out. Come on,
Sit
cut it. Come on,
still.
stop that. Oh, you're a bossy kid. You're gonna make some poor fella an awful wife someday.
I'm not going to be a wife. I'm going to be a painter.
Oh, yeah. You grow up, you'll get married.
Want to bet?
How'll I know if I win? I won't be around when you grow up.
Don't sit so stiff. Relax.
Come on. I told you I don't want you to draw my picture.
Smile.
Smile? What have I got to smile about? Work hard here all day long, nobody to help me, people cheat me. You come around and pester me all the time. What have I got to smile about?
My father didn't cheat you.
Never mind about your father.
I can't see your face.
Come on, go on home. Go on home. You're wasting my time.
Just let me finish this. You know, the lines in your face are interesting.
Yeah, lines. You mean wrinkles, you mean?
Wrinkles are interesting. My grandma has wrinkles. They're like a map.
Yeah, like a map, all right.
She says, all the things you've done in your life, they show in your face. I don't have any wrinkles because I haven't done anything yet. Next time I come, I'm going to bring my paints. Your eyes are so blue.
Blue? Oh, you're a pip, you know that.
Would you put down that magazine, please?
Boy, you're a bossy kid. You know, you're going to get in a peck of trouble someday over that. Just like another bossy kid I used to know. She lived on the next farm to me when I was a boy. Name was Pearlie Blake. You're a lot like Pearlie, you know that? She was always bossing me around, too, getting us both in trouble. Now, I remember one time she was sassing her ma at the dinner table. So her ma sent her upstairs without her dessert. On her way up to her room, Pearlie snitched a great big plum out of the kitchen. Well, I come by later on. I whistled up at the window, and Pearlie was going to climb out. Going to climb out the window, and So she put the big plum in her mouth so she could lift up the window, you see. Well, she got the window up, got her head stuck out when down comes the window, right on her neck. Well, she couldn't lift up the window. She couldn't yell for help because she had the plum in her mouth. Oh, I tell you, I laugh at the bus. Well, fine, I went and I told her ma, and her ma went in and got her unstuck. Yeah. You're a good spanking, too. Oh, what's your stepsister?
Whatever happened to Pearlie?
Yeah, she moved away. I never saw her again. She'd be old now, like me. Maybe she's dead.
There. How do you like it?
Shh. It's ugly. That don't look like me.
You want it?
No, I don't want it. Go on home. You're wasting my time.
See you tomorrow, Mr. Rehnquist.
Yeah, well, we'll see. And put Treasure in the barn. See she gets her feed.
I know.
Yeah, well, see that you don't forget, Pearlie. Hey, come on. Hey, come on back here. Come on back. You forgot your thing here. Come on. Damn kid. Yeah, she forget her head wasn't screwed up.
Treasure, what are you doing out here? Come on, girl. Mr. Rehnquist? Mr. Rehnquist,
Who's that?
Daddy. Something the matter? Don't you feel well?
No, I feel fine. I'm just resting.
Have you got a cold? Want me to fix you a can of soup?
No, I ain't hungry.
Are you sure you haven't got the flu?
No, I just got a bad case of old age. Nothing you can take for that.
I found Treasure loose in the yard.
Yeah, I know. I got up to the sea door, but I got to feeling so tired, I just thought I better come in and sit down for a spell.
Okay, well, I'll go take care of her now.
No, come on back there. Come on, sit down there and talk to me for a minute. Treasure ain't going nowhere. You like that old horse, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so do I. The only thing around here I could talk to. You started coming around pestering me. Yeah, I used to like horses when I was a kid. Same way you do now. Remember that old bossy Pearlie I told you about? My father had an old plow horse named Lucky. Pearlie and me would take turns riding him. Then in the winter when he'd pull the snowplow away, Pearlie and me would sit on the plow to weigh it down. Pearlie's pa'd drive around all the farms to push the snow off the road. Oh, it was cold, I can tell you. Pearlie and me, we'd sit there all huddled up behind that steamy old horse, just as snug as a buck. All the farmers would give Pearlie's pa some hot cider to keep him warm, and he give us a taste of it. And we'd sing at the top of our lungs, and we'd all laugh until we nearly split our sides. Yeah. Yeah, they were good times, I can tell you. Yeah. Oh, I guess that old bossy Pearlie's about the best friend I ever had. You're my friend too, ain't you?
You're so hot.
Yeah, come on, hands off, hands off.
I'm gonna go get my Uncle Will. He's the doctor.
No, I don't want any doctor poking around here. Come on, you just sit down here and talk to me for a minute.
I promise I'll be right back.
Come on, you hear what I told you? Come on back here. You hear me? Come on back here. Sit down and talk to me. That kid never did anything she told me.
Addie?
How is he? Can I see him now?
I'm afraid not.
How come?
He's dead, Addie.
Dead? But I never even said goodbye. I promised I'd be right back.
Wasn't anything I could do.
Didn't he ask for me? Didn't he wonder where I was?
He was unconscious. I'm sorry, Addie.
First, Mr. Rehnquist would only watch me from the porch. But every day he came closer and closer. He was like Mrs. Perkins' dog, Rusty, remember? First, Rusty wouldn't even let me pet him. But after a while, he came across the street every day to walk to school with me.
Oh, Addie, if you told me about that Thanksgiving dinner, I'd have packed it up myself and given it to you.
Yeah, I know. I was afraid of what Dad would say.
We're doing a good deed for a lonely old man.
He said I'd make a terrible wife because I was so bossy. He liked it, though. He liked me making him sit still so I could draw his picture. I was going to paint him, too. I never got a chance. I didn't know he was going to die.
We never know when that's going to happen, Addie.
Mr. Rehnquist was nice to me. Let me ride Treasure. I think he was really a good person. I see why he had to die.
Well, we don't die because we're bad people, Addie. Mr. Rehnquist was in his late 70s. He lived out a full life. And look at me. I'm in my 70s, too. Already outlived most of my friends. Raised 2 families now.
You're not gonna die, are you?
I sure don't feel like it right now. But someday I will. We all will.
No, you won't. You have to wait until I grow up. You live to be 100 years old. I'll be a painter in Paris, France. You'll come and live with me.
What would you do, dragging a 100-year-old woman around with you?
You could wear a beret, and we go to the top of the Eiffel Tower and drink wine.
Don't talk nonsense. Besides, I wouldn't want to live to be 100.
I don't want you to die.
We never want to lose the people we love. But we have to remember the good things about them and keep those memories. And that's what you have to do with Mr. Rehnquist. Just like you'll remember the things I told you about your mother.
But I never knew my mother. Never known anyone who died before.
I know. And I know you're gonna miss your friend.
Scared, Grandma. Just don't see why anyone has to die.
Addie, that's just the way I felt when your grandpa died. I thought I just couldn't face another day knowing I wouldn't see him around the house. And then one day somebody read something to me, and it said, when people leave on a boat, everybody says, there they go. But on the other side of the horizon, they're saying, here they come. I thought it must be something like that. And I was able to let Grandpa go.
Do you think I should go to Mr. Rehnquist's funeral?
I think it would be very nice of you to go.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Well, you wouldn't have to do anything. Tell you what, I'll come with you.
Would you, Grandma?
Sure.
What if Dad finds out about it?
Never you mind. I'll take care of that.
Can't believe I'll never see Mr. Rehnquist again.
You made him happy. Like you make me happy. Remember that. Always remember that.
To eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Hello, James.
Hi, Dad.
Where you two been all dressed up like that?
Well, we've been downtown.
Dressed like that?
I think I better go change.
Yeah. We've been to a funeral.
Wow. Whose was it this time?
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Yes, I would. Whose was it?
Walter Rehnquist.
Walter Rehnquist. Why'd you go to Walter Rehnquist's funeral?
Well, he didn't have any family, so we went.
We? You mean you took Addie with you?
Of course.
Well, why'd you take her?
He was a friend of hers, so naturally she wanted to pay her last respects.
A friend of hers? What the hell are you talking about?
Now, calm down, James.
Well, what do you mean he was a friend of hers? She didn't even know him.
Oh, yes, she did, James.
How did she know him?
She went out there to visit him a couple of times.
Visit him? Addie, come in here. What the hell is she doing going way out there?
I didn't do anything wrong, did I? Just brought in some Thanksgiving dinner.
You what?
Well, I knew it was your enemy, and Miss Thompson said we should make friends out of enemies, and you wouldn't let him come
I think
here.
it was very nice of her to do. Mr. Rehnquist was a mighty lonely man.
That is the craziest thing I ever heard. You knew that old goat owed me money.
He wasn't an old goat.
And you knew that I didn't want you going that far out of town.
And it was a good thing she did. She found Walter Rehnquist sick. And she got her Uncle Will. At least the old man didn't die alone.
Boy, I'm gonna lock that bike up for a month. And if I catch you going that far out of town again, I'm gonna lock it up for good.
Oh, now don't make a fuss, James. Addie's upset enough.
Well, do you think I'm not upset? She could have got killed going way out there.
Yes.
You know that highway.
Is this James
that
Mills'
road that
house?
runs
Yes,
right across the
Mother,
highway.
can I help
Goes
you?
all the way to Omaha.
I'm Aaron Burkhardt. I'm the attorney for the Rehnquist estate. Is Mr. Mills here?
Oh, yes. Won't you come in? This is Mr. Mills, and this is his daughter, Addie.
Oh, you're Addie Mills.
What can I do for you, Mr. Burkhardt?
Well, Mr. Mills, I've been asked to come to Clear River by Walter Rehnquist's sister in Boise. She's much too ill to make the trip. And I'm sorry to say I arrived too late for the funeral.
Well, won't you take your coat off, Mr.
No, I won't keep you a minute. Walter Rehnquist left all his money to his sister. But it seems there's an addition to the will, which he must have made just recently. It's only a letter, but the intention was quite clear. I'd like to read it to you.
Won't you sit down?
Yeah, sit down,
Thank
Mr.
you very
Burkhardt.
Now, here we are. Yes. I, Walter Rehnquist, being of sound mind, do write this letter leaving to James Mills $234 as final payment for my pond, which I did not know was on a sand hole at the bottom. To Addie Mills, my faithful friend, I leave my horse, Treasure, together with the saddle, bridle, and other such equipment. Yours truly, Walter Rehnquist.
Oh, wait a minute now. What's this about a horse?
Treasure? He left me treasure?
And as soon as the estate is out of probate, Mr. Mills, you'll be receiving a check in the exact amount.
You didn't tell me anything about a horse.
Well, Mr. Rehnquist did let Addie take care of his horse, and she rode it now and then. And wasn't it wonderful that he left it to her?
Uh-huh. We'll talk about it later, Mother.
Now, as I have to take care of selling the house and the furniture, I'd appreciate it if you'd remove the horse today, since there's no one at the farm to take care of it.
Well, I can't keep a horse.
No. Mr. Rehnquist left it to Addie, James, not to you.
But you know it's not possible for us to keep a horse.
But, Dad...
No, we haven't any place to put it. We can't afford to feed it, and we're not taking that horse.
Well, Mr. Mills, if you don't want the animal, I'll make arrangements to keep it until we sell it with the other farm equipment and household effects.
Fine, you sell it.
She's not an it, she's a she.
And send Addie the money, care of our post office box, 72.
But Mr. Rehnquist left me treasure.
If you don't want the horse, Mr. Mills, she becomes part of the estate. Now, the estate will sell the horse and keep the money.
Wait a minute, I don't follow you. That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, but it was Mr. Rehnquist's intention to give your daughter the horse, not the money. Now, if you want to sell her after you get her, that's your business. I can't do it for you.
Well, I can't be bothered selling a horse. You get rid of the damn thing.
Very well, Mr. Mills. I have a lot of things to do, so I'll just move along here. I appreciate your help, Mrs. Mills. It was very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute. Could you wait a minute, please? Dad, treasure's worth a lot of money. Why should somebody else get it? I'll help you sell her.
Addie's right, James. It'd be just throwing money away, and we could use it.
Well, all right, Mr. Burkhardt.
I'll take care of the horse.
Today, if you don't mind.
Well, don't know where I'm going to put it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Mills. Thank you, Mrs. Mills. Bye-bye.
I guess we can put the horse in Will's garage for a day or two until I sell it. Get your coat on, Addie.
I think you better come too, Grandma.
Yes, I think I better have.
Something I gotta get from the house.
Okay, go ahead.
Will you hold this for me, please? Can I go get her?
Go ahead.
James, don't sell the horse.
Don't you start on me, Mother. You know as well as I do we can't keep a horse.
Could keep it in Haskell's barn. They wouldn't charge much.
Yeah, what's he going to eat? Table scraps?
Maybe I could manage to save a little out of the household money.
If you save out of the household money, you put it toward the coal bill.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, I guess it's not the horse itself that matters so much. The fact that she knows he left it to her. Something of his. You know, I think she began to love that old man.
Really?
I think she did. You don't know your own daughter, James? She's got a lot of love in her.
Want to ride him home, Eddie?
I did become an artist, and I even got to Paris, but by that time Grandma was gone. Whenever I'd see something and think, if only Grandma were here, I'd remember what she said about my making her happy, and I knew Clear River had been enough for her. My father never did sell treasure. He talked about it a lot, but he kept putting it off. He said we might as well use up the $234 to take care of the horse, because he sure didn't want to use that old goat's money on himself. He pretended to take no interest in treasure, but on my next birthday, he gave me a pair of cowboy boots, and I knew that treasure was really mine. Now every Thanksgiving, I remember that funny dinner in Walter Rehnquist's kitchen, and how his friendship brought us all closer together.